Council on Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition. The Council is an advisory committee of up to 25 volunteer citizens appointed by the President who are charged with educating, engaging, and empowering Americans of all ages, backgrounds, and abilities to live a more active, healthy lifestyle. As Executive Director, Ms. Pfohl is responsible for developing the vision, strategy, and goals of the Council in consultation with its members and directing the organization's daily operations. In addition, Ms. Pfohl leads the Council's efforts to support First Lady Michelle Obama's National Let's Move initiative aimed at solving childhood obesity epidemic within a generation. Prior to joining the Council, Ms. Pfohl served as Senior Vice President of Partnership for Hop Sports Incorporated, where she created strategic partnerships with state, national, and international organizations and corporations seeking health and fitness education resources for schools, community organizations. Ms. Pfohl also co-founded and served as Executive Director of Be Active North Carolina, a nonprofit organization that works statewide to increase physical activity among North Carolina citizens. The fact that the Executive Director of the President's Council on Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition is here with us today speaks of how important our leaders feel about the role of technology can play in creating a healthier America and a healthier world. What better goal can we have? It's my great pleasure to introduce Ms. Shellie Pfohl.
Thank you, Julie. Good afternoon, everyone. Been a full day. Everybody having a good time? I think most of us are ready to get out and be active, right? Use some of this technology. I know I am. I'm going to keep this as brief as possible, but I just could not miss the opportunity to come out to the show this year. It's my first time being here. But as Julie said, I have a little bit of background with the technology company, Hop Sports, that's downstairs as well, and spoke earlier. And I'm getting to know a lot of you that work in the technology industry. So I look forward to meeting more of you and understanding and learning more about your various technologies. On behalf of the Council, again, it's my honor to be here. We're really lifting up the Council to a new level. How many of you remember the President's Council on Fitness and Sports because of the test? Okay, the test that you did in school, right? And you either got the patch or the certificate or you didn't, right? So now another show of hands, who needs therapy? Okay, we need the 1-800 number. That's most of us remember the test. Many of us in school, it was that doggone test, and we either made it or we missed that doggone sit and reach test. Or for most of us females, it was we couldn't do all those push-ups or things like that. So, but we are not. We are a new and improved President's Council, and technology is part of that. So working for federal government doesn't always lend itself to being on the cutting edge, but I'm telling you that the Council is ready, willing, and able to partner with folks like yourselves that are on the cutting edge and that understand what it takes to get people moving and to helping them eating more nutritiously. And I think we've heard a cadre of wonderful people from the industry throughout this, throughout the day today that are looking to do just that. The last few months have been extraordinary, and as you can tell, well, if I have my slides here, here we go. Oh, good, okay. You can tell we have a new name. So back in June, President Obama added nutrition to our name. So we are now the President's Council on Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition. Only makes sense, right? We got to talk about energy in as well as energy out. And so that adds a whole nother facet to the work that we're doing across America. And certainly we're working with folks like the U.S. Department of Agriculture and Department of Education and so forth, and really coming together under the umbrella of the Let's Move initiative, which is the First Lady's big initiative to fight childhood obesity. And I'll mention that a little bit more in just a couple of minutes. Certainly I'm here to, largely we're talking about kids, but we can't just talk about kids. We have to talk about adults and what moves them, literally, and what helps ourselves, our parents, and the adult population to make better choices, and what gives them a feedback and assessment through the technology that we're all here to talk about or learn about. I mentioned our new name. Go through there. Some of you may know that we also have a new council members. We have 16 of our 25 have been named. We have Drew Breeze, as well as Dominique Dawes. We have folks on the council like Billie Jean King, like Grant Hill, like Michelle Kwan, and folks like that. And we also have a physician from Bismarck, North Dakota. We have a chef from New York who's also a sustainable farmer. And so it's expertise, you know, celebrity as well as that expertise and a whole lot of energy that we're looking for in terms of helping to carry our mission forward. I mentioned Let's Move, and again, when we look at especially the physical activity pillar, and again with our new name, we're certainly branching into the nutrition elements of Let's Move. If you haven't already, I encourage you to go to letsmove.gov and sign up. Once a week they put out an update, so you're not inundated, but once a week there are new updates that talk about what's going on with Let's Move, and certainly in the health and fitness area. A lot of good examples of what's going on in the field, some of that as it relates to technology, and so I'd encourage you to stay updated that way. The whole goal is to solve childhood obesity within a generation. It's a very ambitious goal. And we're proud to say that we're certainly leading that physical fitness pillar. We like to call ourselves the first string, right? Keeping with our sports analogies. So with the spotlight, certainly on Let's Move, there's no better time for those of us that have been in the health promotion industry. There's no better time for us to be doing what we're doing. Now is the time. Now is the time that we're going to move the needle. So again, and it's going to take all of us.